Hi guys, it's Sherry. Today we are going to be playing around, doing a little bit of experimenting. I have this product here called Triple Thick Brilliant Brush On Gloss Glaze. And then I also have my UV resin. And I think this is such a perfect product to replace the UV resin for the ones that don't want to use it. So I ended up just taking some old used clay that I had, I shouldn't say used, but some old scrap clay that I had laying around, and I put different things on the surface. So this is just plain. This has my mica powder and gemstones on it. This is my ultra fine glitter, and these four are just paint. So it's acrylic paint. We're going to try our dried flowers, putting gemstones on without them being in the oven. So we're going to try all kinds of things and see how they work. So first I'm just going to do my UV resin on one of each of these. I baked these all together last night, so nothing is different. It's all the same clay. So I'm just going to put my normal coat on that I naturally would. I am going to use a brush just to make it go quicker, since my pieces do not have to be perfect. I could use my brush and just go quickly over them. I want to try different things here to see how well everything works. I've been playing around with this for a little bit in some of my videos. I actually show you the difference between the UV resin and this triple thick gloss glaze. And I was so amazed by it that I kind of want to do a separate video to show you guys how beautiful this triple thick actually works. All right, so this one, I'm going to put a flower on. These, we're going to do some gems. Oops. Let me just put that there. So let me just get now. I personally love my J Diction resin. Absolutely love it. But there are so many people that are really concerned about resin. So I really want to kind of do my YouTube videos for everyone. And when I found this particular product, I was so amazed on how great it actually worked. So I really want to kind of share this all with you guys. So I'm just going to stick a few on here, and then we'll do my flowers. And I always put a small coat down so my flower can stick to it. And come on me. All right. And then I'll just put my resin right on top of my flower. And then spread that over. All right, so let me do my lighter really fast. And then we'll put this right under our UV light and start on our triple thick glaze. All right, so while that is going, we will start on our triple thick stuff. Now this does take about 24 hours to cure. I will read you what it says. It says, create a clear high gloss finish with one coat on hard surfaces. The extra thick glaze adds depth. Direction: use an acrylic brush to apply. Apply multiple coats for additional protection or on texture or porous surfaces. Do not overwork. Allow to dry for 24 hours before use. It's acid-free. It's water-based, permanent. Soap and water can clean it up. And for additional product information and projects, visit thedecoart.com. One thing that I will say is this lid kind of glues itself shut. So I ended up just buying a ketchup bottle, or I don't know, condiment bottle, and that's what I end up using. All right, so I have my paintbrush, and we're going to do the same exact thing that we did with our resin. The only thing that I get disappointed with is that it takes quite a while to dry. But if you are not in a rush and you have no problem waiting for your product to dry, this is such a great, wonderful replacement for your resin. It gives you the same look. And I think that's why a lot of people use resins, because it really brightens your pieces up. It gives you that nice hard shell, and it's really, really shiny. And I will show you some of the pieces that I did already, because I have used this stuff in some of my other videos. And I have not been disappointed in this at all yet. When I first started using it, I was kind of a little frustrated because it took so long to dry. But I will honestly say, the more and more I'm using it, the more and more I'm really loving the results, and I'm willing to wait a little bit longer. So I'm just pulling it right up to the side like I would my resin, and that's it. So we'll put our flower on here, and I'm going to do the same concept. I'm not going to change anything that I would do with my resin with this piece. I want to see if I can make it work basically the same way I would my resin. And I'm just going to push the petals down. And then I'll go over that the same as I would my resin. Now, I have not used this on flowers yet, so I'm really excited to see if it works. All right, and now last one. And this is to put our gemstones in. All right. So now we'll put the gemstones to see if the gemstones will naturally just stay in there. All right. So now the only thing we need to do is wait our 24 hours. And when the 24 hours are up, I will come back. And truthfully, I already know this is going to dry less than 24 hours. But because I didn't put it on overly thick, I know it's going to dry in probably about 10 hours. But the directions say 24 hours. So when they are dry, we'll come back and we'll see the difference between our UV resin and these pieces. Okay, guys, so it's been a little less than 24 hours. I say probably about 15 hours. And I'm going to show you the difference. So here is my resin pile, and here is my triple thick pile. And I want to show you how similar they look to each other. Now, of course, there are differences, but look at that beautiful shine on both pieces. This, the triple thick, is still flexible. Now, obviously, you don't want to go crazy because I'm sure eventually it would crack, but I mean, I'm bending that pretty good and that's not cracking. But I do love that it remains flexible. This is hard. This, you can see now just doing that, I kind of cracked that. That's the bad thing about putting the resin on compared to the triple thick. But the results are very similar with the shine. Now this one is soft. This is hard. I love this glitter. It's so beautiful. But can you see the shine on both of them? How gorgeous is that? And then once again, this is my resin. Now if I stick my fingernail in this, it doesn't leave any marks. But if I do it with this one, you can see there is a mark left. So that is the one thing that I don't like about the triple thick. But I do love that they're flexible. They're fantastic for keychains, things like that. You could bounce them around. And the resin is not flexible, but they do have the same gorgeous shine and protection of the item underneath. And then this is what it looks like with the paint. You can see the thickness on each one. I did a thin layer on each one. You can see they're exactly almost the same. Like my resin stayed to the edge, and so did the triple thick. And I did a thin on that. This is the one that I really want to show you the thickness on. So here is my triple thick. And this is the resin. The one thing that I noticed the most was the color change in the flower. The resin does such a nicer job keeping the color of the flower, and the triple thick is almost like the petals just kind of soaked up that product and changed colors. But the thickness is the same. I'm not sure if you can see it because I didn't make it overly thick. But yeah, I mean, they hold, I just think this is such a great product and such an awesome replacement for resin for the people that don't want to use it. And then this one, you can see, you're not getting those gems off. This is the resin, and this is my triple thick. So it's the same as the resin when it comes to putting pieces on. It really does hold them pieces onto your piece, and I think it works beautifully. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing my little experiment and showing you guys that, you know, there is a product out there that is similar look-wise as the resin. So if you want that look of resin, but you don't want to use resin, the triple thick really is a great option. And I'm going to show you one last thing. I did a tutorial earlier, and I want to show you, this one is my resin piece. So beautiful. And then this is my triple thick one. So you can see they are very similar in the look. So I absolutely love this product. The only thing that I don't like is it takes so long to dry. So if you're willing to take that extra time and wait for it to dry, then this is perfect. And if you want to do a quick, easy product or project, this is perfect for that. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye.